All right, good morning, good people.
Morning.
It's Kim and Jason back again.
On the road again.
It's like every single weekend.
Willie Nelson.
We're on the road camping. I guess we don't have any other hobbies.
Yeah.
No, I have other hobbies. You just keep making me camp all the time.
True.
Anyway, so we are heading up to Leavenworth, Washington, leaving here from Portland, and we've got about 5.5 hour drive, which I'm not looking forward to.
We have Daisy trying to find her spot again.
Like
That's
always.
like every video.
So we had a couple different options. We could either go north up through Seattle, which just that's not an option. I mean, we could do it, but I'm not going to do it. The other option, in fact, a little bit of a faster route, is to head east, head east through the Dalles and Hood River area, and then head north on some highway from there.
I think it's 97.
So Leavenworth is a small little Bavarian German town. It's a pretty cool place, especially in the wintertime. There's a winter fest they have up there every year. It sells out a year in advance. It's pretty crazy. They have an Oktoberfest, same thing. So we're going to 1,000 Trails site up there, so we're going to give that a try and see how that looks. We joined up for a year membership with them, so we want to see if the campsite's any good. Going to be there for a full week. It's our vacation.
And if we get to stay in the same spot, this will be the longest time we've stayed in one spot.
Yeah.
We don't know. We may have to move when we get there.
Anyway, so hope you enjoy this one, and we'll see you later.
See ya.
Gators.
Hello, Washington!
Welcome to Leavenworth. The small Bavarian town of Leavenworth, Washington is located in the beautiful Eastern Cascades. This town is often described as the miracle town due to the fact that in the 1960s, a group of residents mortgaged everything they had in order to save their town from the depression of a declining lumber and railroad economy. The vision of those early dreamers worked to create what has become Washington's largest tourist attraction. Today, this tiny village of Leavenworth entertains millions from around the world.
Leavenworth doesn't have traditional stores that you find in a mall. Instead, they have many small businesses with locally made items, including beer steins and nutcrackers. They even have a 2-story Christmas store that's open all year long. It's full of unique ornaments and Christmas village pieces. They also have a bakery full of my favorite goodies, gingerbread cookies. Leavenworth has nearly 50 restaurants, pubs, and wineries. Once considered the apple capital of the world, this part of Washington is rapidly developing into a world-class wine region.
And if you're looking for something the whole family would love, they also have horse-drawn carriages that will take you on a tour around the city, giving you some of the highlights from the locals' perspective. And of course, no trip to Leavenworth would be complete without some beer and sausage.
I went with lots of kraut. You have to. Some onions.
Ooh.
I did yellow mustard.
Ooh.
But I got a few different types of mustard to sample.
No, go for it. Stick that thing in your mouth.
Yeah. Messy.
Just make sure you save some room, because one thing Leavenworth also has is lots of places for dessert.
Yes, oh look at that. Here you go.
Here, take your dog. Take your dog, I want my Nana.
Frozen banana.
And after you've had a chance to explore the city and all that it has to offer, a couple blocks away is the beautiful Wenatchee River. After exploring the city and spending some time on the river, Kim and I spent our week at the 1,000 Trails RV Park. This park is located about 30 minutes north of the town of Leavenworth. It boasts about 300 acres of forest and meadows. They have mountain biking and hiking trails. They have a pool on site that's really nice in the summertime. They've got miniature golf course that you can play for free for the kids. In addition, they have some tennis courts, basketball courts, and a disc golf area. Probably the best part about Leavenworth, other than the town, is the fact that they are located in the Cascade Mountain Range, which allows for all kinds of different activities, including hikes and time on the water. We are at
Icicle Ridge.
Icicle Ridge Trail. This is a 4-mile loop, the one we're taking, and this is one beautiful trail. It's part of the National Forest here, so it's really well maintained, and the views are to die for. Beautiful scenery, water, rushing rapids, bridges. Like I said, a really well-maintained trail that jumps into the forest. So if you're looking for a cool trail to come to, here's part of the trail. My gosh, what a nut. Wowzers. Daisy girl. Daisy's definitely in her element. If there's one thing that girl loves to do is hike. More than anything, even if she's in pain. Even if she's gonna be in pain for like a week, she'll jog and act like she's a puppy when she's on the trail. Yeah, Kim made a good point. Cool thing about this trail so far, got a couple miles on it, and we went from cool forested areas to raging water, back into really dense forest, and then back out into somewhat of a meadow with a lot of bushes and different plants and stuff. So definitely well worth your time. I know they have a shorter loop too. The reason why we came to this one, as you guys know, Daisy doesn't do real well on long hikes, even though now we're gonna go on a long hike. We always tell ourselves we're not doing it again, and then we do it, but she just wants to keep plugging away. But supposedly there's a really quick lookout that you could get to. I'll have to do a little research on that and see what that's all about, because I think we missed the turn off, and it was supposed to be less strenuous. In fact, we saw an old man with a walker. So if he could do it, I'm sure anybody could do it. You gonna go for a swim?
They say this is usually full of people.
Look how clear this water is, guys.
I should have brought my paddleboard out here.
Yeah, dude, for real, we could have carried it. And they say that this thing is usually pretty packed in the summer. We got pretty lucky. Again, it's Thursday, so it's a weekday, and we're the only people up here. So no swimming today. A little too windy and cold for that, but still a beautiful view. All right, so would you like to see how clear this water is? I'm gonna show you how clear this water is. I'm going in. I'm gonna go in this water just for you guys. All right, so overall, pretty cool little trail. Like I said, only about a mile, I think total. That didn't take us long at all. We're up here in 20 minutes, so that was pretty fast. Is it anything near as good as the trail we did yesterday, Icicle Gorge? No, but still pretty neat to be able to come up and see this. All right, so Kim and I were on our way to Lake Chelan because we bought a new paddleboard and we wanted to use it, but unfortunately where we're staying up in Leavenworth, they have a couple nice spots. What's it, Lake?
Lake Wenatchee.
So the Lake Wenatchee area has some really good spots, but unfortunately they have some rapids as well. So anyway, so we were driving towards Lake Chelan, and off to the right we saw the Columbia River, and there's this really super nice park. So we pulled down. We still had about half an hour left to get to Lake Chelan, which was about an hour and a half drive from our place. And so we found this place, Intiat Valley, and it's got this little visitor guide, and they've got all kinds of stuff. They've got RV parking, so you can park your RV. We'll show you some of that a little bit later, but they also have this beautiful park, one of the most beautiful parks I've come across. Super nice. Everything's brand new, grass is green, they've got some trees for shade. supposed to be 92 today, so if you take a look at this water out here, you'll see what I'm talking about. I mean, this is just beautiful out here. There's the RV area right there. But look at these pits. I mean, look how nice and new everything is out here. So this park is just beautiful. We got a boat launch, and then if you want to paddleboard a kayak or what have you, I can't think of a better spot that I've come across. But just look at these RV spots. I mean, you can see they're not private, but you can fit just about any size RV you want in there. And the only issue is no shade. So on a day like today, it's supposed to be 92, but you do have this little beach area, and again, you have picnic tables and all of this here. So if you guys are in this area or looking for a place either to bring your RV maybe for a night, stay here a few nights maybe, and or if you're just looking for a place to come kayak or paddleboard or what have you, this is one of the best places I've seen. All right, so we were loaded up and ready to go. Literally loaded. Look at this. We've got everything loaded up, and then Daisy does this. She crawls into our tube, finds herself a little spot, and now she's going to sleep. How are you supposed to walk away from that? So I guess we'll hang out for a couple minutes and let her take a little nap, because that's just how nice we are. See, we can carry a paddleboard, a dog, and a floaty, all at the same time. Now that is efficiency at its best. Now, my back on the other hand, might be a different story. All right, so we are leaving Entiat State Park after the second day we spent there. What did you think of Entiat State Park?
It was gorgeous, and it was awesome because we were the only ones there for a good portion of it. It's Tuesday, and that is the time of week to come, apparently.
Yes, if you can come during the weekday, fantastic. Weekend, I can imagine that thing's got to be a madhouse. So if you're in this area to come see Leavenworth or Lake Chelan, which is where we're heading now. So the park we just came from, which was Entiat, I think it's a city park. It's fantastic. Then we just got to Lake Chelan, which is, I just showed you some photos of the RV situation there. This place is a cluster. It's a Tuesday, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and this place is packed. And I'm glad that we didn't decide to stay here. We had issues with Thousand Trails when we first got there, but I'd go to Thousand Trails all day long before I ever came here. So this would not be a place that we would ever come to camp, and especially after we just saw that city park that we stayed at, where there was no crowds, no people, and had some really nice RV spots. But I'll show you here, there are just people everywhere in this place. It's out of control. So hike number 3. This is the Bygone Byway. I told you this before. I'm always willing to go the extra effort to entertain you. Whoa, that was a close call. That was a close call. Ugh. Stay tuned afterwards, and you can see all my photos that I took. So I don't just do this dangerous stuff for nothing. There better be a picture. Oh. That hurt. That really hurt. And now Kim is not very happy with me.
Show what you traversed and then what you felt.
Yeah.
He traversed that.
Coming down that.
And then you
bit it
on this.
Oh, that hurts so bad I can't even breathe right now.
Me too.
Whew. Okay, so now you really have to stay tuned afterwards and see my photos, because I almost died getting them for you. All right, so that was a quick and easy trail. About 1 mile total. Very easy hike, and it's got beautiful waterfalls, as you can see from the photos and some of the video that I show here. So definitely recommended if you get a chance. If you're in the area, it's a quick and easy one. You can be done in 15-20 minutes. The Bygone Byways. And if you're like me, you can even bite it. Hey, if you like that and you got a good laugh out of it, please like and subscribe. We appreciate the support.